Welcome back to Steel Ice Center for another Spring League hockey matchup. Today it's Team Red versus Team Blue. Team Green just defeating Team Black in a final score of 9-7. It's been 2 weeks since our last game. Memorial Day was last week, and that's why the rink was closed. We didn't have any games here, but we're back underway today. If anyone was wondering, you might have noticed on the channel I was supposed to stream the game prior to this Team Green versus Team Black. I had to unfortunately cancel that stream because for Team Black, they did not actually have a head coach behind their bench. And for the Spring League here at Steel Ice Center, there's a rule where you at least need some semblance of an adult on the back of the bench. So they assigned me to be back there so they can at least play. But putting that aside, we are underway at Steel Ice Center. It's Team Red versus Team Blue. And unlike last game, I'm actually able to broadcast this one since both sides actually have coaches this time around. As we will have the puck all the way down to the Team Red side. McCray Ross is playing today. He's not on the ice, but he's actually wearing a Lehigh Valley Rebels jersey because he's forgot his Team Red uniform for today. But it'll work for the time being. And just like all games I've called pretty much here for Spring League games this season, I do not have the rosters fully. I have most of the players, mostly for Team Red, some for Blue, but not entirely, so you know the drill by now. You'll hear a few players being called by their numbers instead of names. Tyler Adams will go for this face-off for Team Blue, but he could not win it. Team Red trying to get their first offensive chance in this game. We're still score was 1 minute into it. Adams was trying to flip it towards the net. It goes behind the goal there for 12. 12 for Team Blue. We'll give it back to the defense. Here's 8 with a wrist shot, and a stop is made by Cyrus Windis, who's getting another start for Team Red. Speaking of Team Red, they'll move it back the other way. Here comes Ethan Meyer, who lost control of the puck. Meyer, a member of the Southern Lehigh Spartans in the LVSHL. Speaking of the Southern Lehigh Spartans, my main team, I've been hearing a lot of reports from my reliable sources that they are going to return next year. It was a question if they would because they didn't have many players left from the previous core that could return. They are going to combine with the Emmaus Hornets in the LVSHL. We don't have confirmation on their full roster yet, but they are going to return, and that's a good thing. Here's a shot on that, and a save is made by Team Blue's goaltender number 1, who I unfortunately do not have the name for at this time. Apologies there. And now the puck goes back to the corner. There it's Kevin. That shot on net is stopped there by Team Blue's goaltender number 1 once again. I think I'll just call him 1, if you do not mind. This goes off of Darren Freeman, who had a hat trick actually for Team Black in last game against Team Green. I must say he played really well actually. He had some really nice moves around defenders against Team Green. I unfortunately did not have footage to show you that at this time, but I assure you, being the coach for Team Black just earlier, he played really good. And Team Red will move it right back towards that for a shot. They score! Their first goal of the game belongs to 18 for Team Red. Less than 3 minutes in, and it's 1-0 Red. They actually have to fix the scoreboard. It says 10-9, which is definitely not what the score was just now. It's 1-0. As we get a bit of a delay here, I believe one of the coaches for, the coach for Team Blue is just arriving. He'll slowly get to the bench to make sure he doesn't slip and fall. That would not be the most fun moment for him. Still have a bit of a delay. And actually, excuse me, that is not a coach for Team Black. I assumed it was just because there was no one behind their bench. It's actually the scorekeeper. They're going to update the scoreboard. They were keeping the clock in right track. They're still waiting to fix it. They're going to continue playing on for now. It's 1-0 in favor of Team Red. Kevin clears it past the line. Back there waiting was Saab. And now it's nearly flipped around there by Nolan Rattler, a member of Northampton Concrete Kids. Is that what pass goes to Darren Freeman? Lost the puck, bounces off the Team Red bench as it's chopped back towards center ice, but kept into the zone into Team Red's territory. Team Red gets a line change. You see McCray Ross, hard to see him there, but he is eager to get back on the ice, or at least get on the ice for the first time today. Flinged back to the corner. Nearly gathered up there by Austin for Team Red. And now it goes to Darren Freeman. Makes a nice outlet pass to 34. This goes to Brandt as he'll hand it off to 34. Off the boards it goes. Puck goes towards the blue line, and now Team Blue will set up here. This is near it goes to the net, and it does. It goes off the right pad there of Windisch, who easily turns it away. Cyrus Windisch, who has started every game in net for Team Red so far in this spring league season. Back comes Team Red. It's Gardula. Gardula, the member of Bethlehem Area School District. And a pad save is made. Then rebounded by Ross. Missed the net. It didn't have much power to it, to be fair. Quality chances for Team Red to extend their lead, but they're only up by 1. Here's Adams, a backhand. He tried to roof it high side of Cyrus Windisch, but he actually hit the puck a little too high up into the air, if that makes any sense. Loses the puck. Team Blue still forechecking here. It's nearly going to come out. But Cray-Wass waiting on the point. As a wingman, Freeman behind the goal he goes. Looking for some help. Nearly lost it. Gets the puck back on his stick blade. As Freeman's going to hold up for Arister. It's blocked in front. As Team Red escapes that. They'll try to rush with speed. And now here comes Ethan Myrick. He's got some passing options for a shot. He scores! Myrick, 2-0. Ethan Myrick, who had a not too bad freshman year with the Southern Leah Spartans, makes it 2-0. He didn't have a bad year as a rookie, though I will admit, I can definitely see a lot of improvement in this game as he enters his sophomore year. So all we know for Southern Lehigh hockey is that Coach Greco, their head coach, will return, which is good news. It's a big part to have on their bench for obvious reasons. Players like Ethan Myrick, Cole Swartz, MJ Edwards, Nick Humphrey, and Eric Kloss will all likely return to the team. Plus a new wave of freshmen coming into the Spartans ranks. And whatever players we acquire from the Emmaus Hornets. Emmaus had a varsity team 2 years ago, but they did not this year, so they'll have a lot of JV players coming up in their ranks. Hopefully the Spartans could get a goalie out of that. I apologize I'm talking about the Spartans a lot, but if you watch this channel, you know that they've been my main team this year. 24, wearing the orange jersey. I believe that's Christian Ivenko. Excuse me, I believe that's Stefan Gunningens, actually. As Darren Freeman will go to center ice. They have still not updated the scoreboard. It's still 2-0 in favor of Team Red. That's right, jabbling towards the net. And Windisch manages to hang on. I welcome the currently one person joining the stream. Thanks for watching. It is currently 2-0 in favor of Team Red. Their goal is coming from 18 and Ethan Myrick. Now I welcome the two of you watching, actually. One thing I wanted to mention, actually, for the future of Nick's hockey broadcast, later this week, I have been planning to release a big project. It's going to be a documentary video about the Philadelphia Flyers. It's called the Chuck Fletcher Era, Philadelphia Flyers story. It's going to be about 40 minutes long. It's going to go over the era of the Flyers with Chuck Fletcher, the former GM, over the last 5 or so years. So I hope you guys look forward to that when that comes out. As meanwhile, we have a delayed penalty that's just been blown down. We are going to have a penalty shot. Or we're not. I thought there was a penalty shot. I apologize. I thought there was a penalty shot based on the player being tripped up right as the whistle blew. My mistake. It was just an offsides. Sorry for that. Brandt will now shoot one back towards the line on the wing as 18, who scored the first goal for Team Red, has it behind his net. 18 towards the bench, tipped off a stick. Freeman backhands it to the other side. Chopped the other way to center ice. Tyler Adams will go after it. Holds on. Gets a backhand shot, and a stop is made by Windisch as he got a piece of it. I believe he touched it with his glove. It was so quick when he moved his glove up, and he moved his glove up into the air to make sure it stayed out. As this goes to the net again. There, a stop is made by Windisch. Cyrus Windisch. So far with the shutout, still plenty of time left in the game. 8.5 minutes to go, to be exact, and counting. That's its 2-0 Team Red. Coming the other way is Blake. He's going to move with some speed, try to get it past the line. Here's a backhand shot stopped there by Windisch. That time came from 12. The only kept on the line, trying to escape there for Team Red was Christopher Annunziata, the member of the Central Catholic Saints. Speaking of members of Central Catholic, Duncan Mitchelltree scored his first goal in Spring League last game. It was a penalty shot for Lucy Fernandez, actually, and she made a really nice pass on the penalty shot goal to Mitchelltree, who was wide open. They have still not updated the scoreboard. It's on the ice waiting on the point as Team... Sorry for that. Might fix the camera. There we go. As this is back to the point. Here's Freeman with a shot. I believe it was blocked en route. He tried to get it right into the net of Windisch, but it would not go. Freeman tried to go for it. And now here comes McCray Ross, who has the puck on the wing. McCray Ross with a backhander that goes wide of the net. Now here's a shot from the corner there on the angle try, but one for Team Blue, and net was ready for it. A chance on net came from Austin, actually. As this shot goes towards the net of Windisch, but McCray Ross retrieves it. He'll be playing for the Philadelphia Blazers this fall with Armani Velez, as this will be nice against Team Red. For those of you joining, if anyone was curious why I did not stream the previous game, Team Black versus Team Green, is because Team Black needed a head coach behind their bench, and they asked if I could be back there because due to the rules in Spring League, they needed an adult behind their bench in order to play. And while I will admit I'm not a coach of any kind, I at least was back there so they could play. I guess that's all that matters. So that's why that wasn't streamed. Will that happen again in the future? Who knows? And now they'll get a shot on that. Save made there by one. That chance came from Austin right off the chest. 6.5 to go in the first. Adams, another member of Phantoms Youth 18AA, as well as Darren Freeman and Tyler Glenn. There's plenty of players from that team on the ice tonight. Those three guys I just mentioned are actually on Team Blue. And now it's brought back over the line by Blake on the right side. Blake will control behind the goal, leaves it behind himself for 34. 34 is going to move back to the corner. Centering pass there for 8, but he couldn't take a shot on that. That was Thomas. As this is skated all the way down. I believe Nolan Sargent, number 9 for Team Blue, is actually not present tonight. I have not seen him. See if he comes back to any games this season, if at all. And speaking of Nolan Sargent, I got to witness him and several other Spartans players graduate from Southern Lehigh High School the other day. I'll get back to that in a second. As one makes a save for Elmore. A rebound backhander came from Ford, did not go. Now it's Elmore again. Pass there for Gunnigan's. Puck towards the corner. There's 4 trying to control. Now 16. 4 checked away by Gunnigan's as Team Red can't get capitalized there. And back comes 34 on the wing. 34 a wrist shot. Sapped up there by Windisch. Wonderful action on both sides here in these last few moments. But to get back to my talking point for Southern Lehigh, yes, 6 of their seniors graduated from Southern Lehigh High School several days ago. But including guys like Nolan Sargent, Anthony Greco, Jack Casey, Boris Wedvac. As Elmore's going to wait on the circle for a shot. Tipped in, they score! 4 got a piece of it in the right place in time. It's 3-0 Team Red. Blake Benner and Brandon Mamels are those last 2 seniors I wanted to mention for Southern Lehigh that graduated. James Penninger and Daniel Musgrave, while labeled as seniors, did not attend Southern Lehigh, but they graduated from their own institutions or schools, whatever you want to call them. But they've all officially moved on. Some are going to continue playing hockey, others will not. when it comes to playing like real competitive hockey, guys like Boris Livak, Nolan Sargent, Blake Benner, Brandon Mamelzer are likely done playing competitive hockey. If anything, they just play club hockey or something even like this. But for players like Jack Casey, Anthony Greco, Daniel Musgrave, James Pettiger, they're going to continue playing. James Pettiger is actually going to be heading up to Maine. He's going to be playing for Brigantine Academy High School. He's going to be playing for Brigantine Academy there. It's not high school. It's a prep school, excuse me. He's going to be playing for their hockey team all the way up north there. Musgrave is still looking for a junior team to play for. I can't say for sure which one that is. Jack Casey will be going to West Virginia and majoring in finance, and he'll be playing for their hockey team. And Anthony Greco is going to be going to the University of Delaware to play for their team, hoping to go for Division I while majoring in mechanical engineering. And meanwhile, I will be transferring to Kutztown University. So times are changing. A lot of us are moving on to different things. But for anyone wondering, a lot have asked me, how much broadcasting am I still going to do in the Lehigh Valley this coming year? Well, I'll tell you this. It'll never be like this season again, and seeing how many games I did for Phantoms Youth in the LVSHL and whatever else in the area. It's not because I don't want to, because I seriously love doing games here. It's just that when I go to Kutztown, I'm going to be busy with life there, and also I'm going to be busy with their hockey teams, too. They have D2, D3, so they're going to keep me quite occupied. Now, I will still do some games here. I'm definitely going to do some games in the LVSHL. If Southern Lehigh really continues to play on, which it looks like they will, I will definitely do games for them. For Phantoms Youth, potentially, we'll see if I do more games for Phantoms Youth. And also for the LVSHL, if they play more games at the PPL Center for the playoffs, I will definitely attempt to get back in there. I would think it's likely since the Phantoms let me do it before, but who knows. But regardless, I will not completely leave hockey in the Lehigh Valley just because I love broadcasting for these kids, and they seem to love me back. But meanwhile, putting all that sentimental stuff aside, we'll get back to the game. A tad less than 3 minutes to go. It is 3-0 Team Red. This is on the circle. Going down for Team Red on his knees was Gavin. This is flipped back to the corner now. They'll still chase for it. Having the puck down on the stick is Blake. Blake, pass in front of him there is Tyler Adams, whose name is called quite frequently whenever I call games for Team Blue, I must say. Darren Freeman goes past the line now. Moves back to the corner as he lost his edge. Shoved there by McCray Ross, trying to steal it away from him. He cannot. As Freeman gets to the corner for 34 behind that center in front. I believe Wyndham's got a piece of it. A backhand shot. They score! Darren Freeman. Connor Elmore. What an excellent spring league season last year, and so is this year. 34 nearly intercepted the play, and now it's 16 next. A nice pass. Here's 34 nearly alone, but the puck was way out of his reach. A player flops down. That's 34 for Team Blue. He seemed to be his own power. Back comes Elmore the other way on the wing. Elmore's going to stop, slow down, makes a centering pass, goes off the skate of 8. That was the skate of Thomas for Team Blue. 52 seconds left in the first period. Blake, all the way down for Tyler Adams. Past the line he goes. As we'll try to get it towards the wing, this goes off the glass and bounces the other way, and now it's Elmore once again. Has the puck quite often in these games. Takes a shot. It was screened down along its way. Myrick was in front of the goal. 30 seconds left in the first period. Adams couldn't maintain the possession of that pass. And no icing here. They wave it off. 17 seconds left and counting. Team Red trying to get one more shot if they can. 4 who had a goal earlier. Gets a shot on net. It's blocked down by 1 for Team Blue. Freeman. Recent goal scorer to Adams. 5 seconds left. Team Blue can get one last shot. 1 second. 0 seconds. That shot goes off the safety netting. And it is 3-1. Team Red after 1. We will be back after this. The scoreboard has finally been updated. 3-1 Team Red after 1. As the second period is about to get underway. Saab for this tie-up. He couldn't win it. Gets the puck on the side. As this is stuck in the neutral zone. And one thing I've noticed actually in Team Black's bench, if you see that glowing light on the bench, they appear to have a Bluetooth speaker. That's something we've seen before in previous games here at Steel Ice Center. Must be used for their goals to play a little tune as they come back to the bench. And Nuziata will burst with speed on the right side, trying to bounce the puck. Lost possession as it goes back to the corner. It's kept into the zone there by 9 for Team Red. Makes a backhander that goes wide. That was Ethan DeLillo, another member of the Central Catholic Saints in the Lehigh Valley Scholastic Hockey League. 12. Left wing pass goes across. 12 will try to get it right back as it goes right towards the net. And Windus made a nice save there. Gets another shot. Loose in front of the paint as Team Red manages to escape. And they'll move with numbers. Ethan DeLillo on the left side. It's going to make a backhand shot. That goes wide. It trickles past. It trickles past towards the corner. Blah, tongue twister there. It's played by Kevin. Goes to Team Blue's defense. Tipped back the other way. Here comes Tyler Glenn. Wearing that 56 on his back. Glenn has shot. He scores! Tyler Glenn, 2 unanswered goals for Team Blue. And it's a 1-goal game. Team Red's got to be careful. There's still a lot of game left to go, but they've allowed 2 unanswered. As it's a 1-goal game, 3-2 Team Red against Team Blue. Freeman trying to shove down a player. McCray Ross touched the puck as Team Blue moves back the other way. They'll try to get to the corner. Back there is Brandt wearing those Easton color socks. Here's Adams trying to maneuver right towards the blue paint, but it went off the stick of Gunagainst. This puck is now rattled aside back to the corner. And now Team Blue will try to go right to the net. A stop is made by Windus. He's trying to poach it away. It's stuck it under a few skates. Puck comes out and goes past the blue line. And now Darren Freeman. We'll see if he's got any more tricks left under his sleeve. He's scored a lot of goals in 2 games tonight. As he's going to still wait. On the corner, tapped by the official, so he doesn't run into him. As 34, I believe, was thinking of trying to do a Michigan goal there, but it did not work out. Has the puck on his forehand. 34 is towards the point. Ross trying to run away with it, but he couldn't. As it's kept in by Tyler Adams. Good play. Still trying to get to the net as Freeman is chirping at Windus, actually, right now. Not sure what that was about. Must not have been happy. As Adams is still behind the net. Twirls around trying to go right to the net. And Windus made him run out of room there. He was holding on to that corner. Gavin will chase for it. Has Ross in front of him. Here comes McCray Ross. Watch out. Ross wearing those Philadelphia Blazers socks. As he gets a shot. Stop is made by Team Blue's goaltender with the blocker. Good chance for Ross. He went trying to go high side. It just was not enough. Good idea, just not the right execution from McCray. Fanning on the shot was 34. He'll get the puck back anyway for another opportunity. And now it's Darren Freeman on the circle. And he does not have the puck any longer, but Team Blue will keep up the offense. Here's 34 trying to get around a few bodies as he couldn't hold on to the puck. Connor Elmore moves with speed. And he comes past the line, trying to get it past the defense. Gets a shot on that. A stop is made by 1. Rebound there as Tyler Adams will retrieve the puck like a golden retriever and get it out of harm's way. Trying to make a lone pass to Tyler Glenn and got it to him anyway. Go ahead, centering pass for Adams as he fanned on the shot. Not sure if you could see that on the camera. I apologize there as we have an arm up in the air. And is this a delayed penalty? Unlike when I messed it up earlier. Or maybe not. Nope. Once again, I thought it was just based on the arm up. That was just for an icing call. As it's 3-2 Team Red with 10:21 to go in the second period. DeLillo off the boards and bounces the other way towards the line. Kept onside. And now stealing it the other way there for Team Red is Gardula. Gardula will try to make a pass to the left side for 4. Trying to get back to Gardula in front as Team Blue's goaltender made a save with his right pad. 12. Intercepted nearly by Elmore. Went off a stick blade, but he couldn't control it. DeLillo has it again with 2 goals against the Southern Wales Spartans back on Halloween of 2022. As 12, trying to bank it off the boards and getting back to center ice, but she could not. Here's 4 with a nice tip-in goal pass from Connor Elmore earlier in the first period. Tyler Gwen will shoot it all the way down. Will this be an icing? And it will not be as the puck ran out of speed. Gardula to 4. And now gets in front of her Ethan Meyer, who had a goal earlier in the game, too. It was the second goal of the game for Team Red. DeLillo. Here he comes, Ethan DeLillo on the angle for a shot. And stop is made by Team 1's goaltender. Team Blue's goaltender, not Team 1's. And Tyler Glenn looking for some help. It's a 2-on-1 if he can hurry. Glenn trying to get around. Gardula trying to stuff it into the post as Windus made just enough of a save with his left pad to get it out. Ethan Myrick. He's going to turn around, leaving behind himself for Ethan DeLillo as his puck is floating back to Team Red's territory zone. Myrick wore 73 with Southern Lehigh, and he's wearing 14 tonight for Team Red. As that shot goes off the Team Blues goaltender again. Freeman had the puck for a brief second. It's now hold on to by Thomas, wearing 8 for Team Blue. As Thomas will make a weak backhand play. Not that it mattered, but got out of the zone now. 4 nearly fell down as Connor Omer moves the other way, tries to make some deking plays as he lost control. Goes right to the net and it goes wide. Darren Freeman, common name you've heard tonight. Probably here for the rest of the game. Behind himself there for Blake. Blake on the corner. Blake a wrister. It flipped it down as the player for Team Blue fell down. That was 10. As Annunziata has help with him. As Annunziata's going to take a wrister. And a save is made there by Team Blue's goaltender. A backhand shot by Annunziata goes wide of the right post. A surprisingly low-scoring game so far. I mean, 3-2 is a good scoring game for hockey usually, but if you've seen a lot of these spring games, it's usually like 5-4 by now, or even 6-5 by the time of this type of game. But who knows? Maybe we'll still get a lot of goals. Just see how high scoring these games have been all year. It's just a bit of a surprise that it's not more than 5 goals total in the game. But it's still a good quality hockey game nevertheless. Adams behind himself for a shot, and Windus snags the puck out of the air and holds on. Adams for this face-off for Team Blue. He won it, 34. Darren Freeman couldn't keep it onside. Chasing after there was Annunziata. Freeman has possession. What else can he do? Freeman on the circle. Freeman going behind the net. I think he's going to need some help, and he has it on the point. Adams. Actually, no, here's Adams. I thought he was at the point. He was not. Adams centering pass towards 12, but that puck did not get to her stick, unfortunately, as it was fanned wide. Annunziata, good feed to all the way to the center ice to Kevin. Kevin to Nolan Rattler, and now it goes to there for a wrist that goes high and wide. That came from Saab for Team Red, who's had some really good games in the previous games for Team Red. And now a foot race. Here comes 34. 34 fanned on the shot as Windus made a good right pad stop as it remains a 3-2 hockey game. McCray Ross at center. You can see him posing in front of the camera. A good fan and a good follower of Nick's hockey broadcast. And now here's Adams trying to get one run across to the side, but 34 will now take it for Team Blue. This is going off. This puck goes off the boards. Adams has it on his skate. Adams will try to get around try to get around the defender that was Gunnigan. Gunnigan will hit it off the boards and get out of harm's way from Team Red's perspective. And back comes McCray Ross to the other side as he no longer has the puck. He had it for a brief moment, but not much longer. Ross for the Eagle, tipped back off the stick of Freeman. Ethan DeLillo. We get back in front towards Ross. as well as Austin, who was waiting in front of the goal. It just did not work out. And that goes in, they score! Ross! He took a simple shot from the angle and found its way into the back of the net. And Team Red finally gets a response after Team Blue scored 2 in answer. Ross has another one. It's 4-2 Red. That's got to feel good for McCray Ross. A 2-time LVSHL champion, one from varsity, one from JV for the Northampton Concrete Kids back in March. And Team Red gets some nice insurance with a 2-goal lead. Still plenty of time left in this period and in the game. A little less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. 4-2 Team Red. DeLillo. Past the line. Trying to escape the defensive reach of Darren Freeman. Banks it up the boards. Goes behind towards Connor Elmore. Puck towards the back is Freeman. Adams backhands it the other way. It's tipped back into the zone. As Adams will go back towards the on the wing as Adams flips over there for Freeman. And Cyrus wins this once again with a nice pad stop. Keeping his team into the game. Gunnigan's lost control. DeLillo will help him out. Off the boards, it's turned over there to Darren Freeman. Freeman makes a nice deke around DeLillo, gets the puck. As DeLillo looks really frustrated right now, actually, based on his body language. This puck goes towards Tyler Glenn. But Gunnigan's will get the puck away from him, but Team Blue will still have possession. Adams. No look pass to Freeman. Freeman's almost looked like he was trying to wrap it around. He goes back the other way. Quick one in front as they could not get a shot on that. And now here comes 4. Moving on the left side. Has Myrick on the wing trying to get it right to him, but it was tipped away. Adams will make the centering pass into the zone. Team Blue will bring it back into it. There is Thomas as this shot was blocked along its path. Elmore trying to reach forward as well. He'll broom it off the top part of the glass as they'll count that as it went out of play. 3:02 to go in the second. 4-2 Team Red. Off this face-up as Blake lost control of it. Blake will have the puck back to his defense. 12. Trying to maneuver back the other way as Tyler Glenn goes past the line himself. Glenn will try to make a toe drag play, but he lost the puck. Kevin all the way down. No icing here as it was already waved off. Rattler no longer has the puck. He goes to Gardjula, trying to get it back to Rattler. As they'll make this pass towards center back there with Saab. And now it's Blake. Blake going behind his net. As there's still 2:09 and counting to go in the second as Team Blue is down by a pair. Tyler Glenn. And now it's intercepted there by Christopher Annunziata as this goes over the crossbar and into the safety netting. Off this tie-up, that face-off there, taking a shot right away on the draw there was Kevin for Team Red. As it did not go, it was saved by Team Blue's goaltender. And speaking of Team Blue, they bring it back the other way. On the corner back there was Blake. As they'll stop here from the angle. Feed across there, but McCray Ross will now escape. And he's looking for some help as McCray Ross will chase after the puck goes behind the net. Ross trying to center in front, but nobody there for Team Red to really get a legit shot on goal. Adams towards Freeman, banks off the boards. 34 will bring it in himself instead, trying to pass it to Freeman as Gardjula will try to backhand it out of the zone, but he cannot. Ross flanks it the other side, and now here comes 4 with a wrist shot. Stop there, rebound, and where's the puck? No, I almost thought it was in for a second. They seem to be a delayed reaction from Team Red. One player seemed to almost think it was in, I believe, as Freeman got a wrister that goes high over the crossbar. Less than 1 minute to go in the second period. 46 seconds left and counting to be exact. Annunziata. The defenseman for the Saints moving as a winger there. Annunziata's going to roll right to the net himself, and he's denied by Team Blue's goaltender once again. A little less than 30 seconds left in the second period. Elmore won the draw. Annunziata drives one of his fans wide. Almost thought he broke his stick at first. He did not. That would have been frustrating. And meanwhile, Tyler Glenn trying to be covered by Annunziata. Failed. And now it goes to Freeman. Goes off of Windish's shoulder. 10 seconds to go in the period. Goes back to the point. Was Blake. 4 seconds left. Glenn's got to hurry. Backhand shot towards the net. Saved me by Windish as it's cleared out. It is 4-2 Team Red. After 2, we will be back for the third. The third and final period is now underway. 4-2 Team Red as this shot goes wide off the back of the net. Taking the shot on net there was 18, who had the first goal tonight. Myrick, who had the second goal tonight, towards the point of Gunnigan's. As there's a near offensive break there for Team Blue, but they couldn't get to the puck in time. Shot back the other way there was Thomas. As this puck is now back to the corner of Tyler Glenn. Glenn going past the blue line. Glenn with a wrist shot. It's gloved down by Cyrus Windish once more. He's having a good game for himself today. Team Blue will hold on. That was Thomas. Glenn. Freeman has it now. Freeman trying to get around a few defenders. Lost possession. As 34 for the wrister. Swallowed up there. Like a drink of water was Cyrus Windish. If that analogy makes any sense, I'm sorry if it doesn't. I'm trying to get a little creative right here, right now. This puck is corralled off the glass and stanching. And it goes back to center ice for Team Blue to hold on, at least for now. 34. Trying to get it past the line. Tyler Glenn waits on the point. Will spin. He'll have it out the circle. Glenn with a backhander that goes wide. As Team Blue is down by 2. It is 4-2 Team Red. As this goes right towards the net of Windish. And that stop is made by Windish again. He made 2 saves there. And this will be an icing here against Team Red as a result of that clearing attempt for them. Thomas is the nearest player for Team Blue to get to the puck as he drives it off the glass. Wow, that even went off near where I'm standing in the camera view. Thank goodness there's glass in front of us. Otherwise, that would not have been a good ending for me. As Adams gets a shot, ringing it off the pipe. He hit it off the right post. Cyrus Windish reacted to it as it hit iron along its way. Adams still has it on the corner. Adams makes a pass in front. It was actually a shot on net. It goes in, they score. It bounces off the left arm of Windish. It goes into the back of the net. Thought that was a pass. Team Blue getting a lucky bounce. And it's a 1-goal game. It is now 4-3 Team Red. Team Red's got to be careful. Team Blue has 12:50 to get back into it. We'll see if they can achieve such a task. Freeman will stop back on the point as it goes back to the corner. Back there was Nolan Rattler. Actually, excuse me, I got my 16s mixed up. I'm getting my 16s mixed up. Nolan Rattler was 16 for Red. Blake was 16 for Blue. Apologies for that little confusion. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulties. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. We're good now. I kind of messed up my camera a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're good now. Gavin trying to get it back out the other way as this puck is still onto the corner for Dillon. Trying to go for the angle. Tipped off the stick of Adams. They're trying to whack away on a rebound there as one. As this puck is on the line, they score! So many chances for Red. He knocks over my water bottle. You couldn't see it. That is Christopher Annunziata. The puck was nearly on the line earlier, passing it as Annunziata had a wide open net as he slams it in. Team Red gets a much needed response. It is 5-3. Ethan Myrick couldn't escape there. Adams to Freeman. Freeman in front of him, 34. Give it towards the wing as Meyer gets a player for Team Blue, goes tumbling down. That was Brant who lost his stick. Gets it back in his hands. Thank goodness he didn't bring that overpriced piece of fiberglass that he's holding. As Freeman with a shot, and that puck, where is it? Where is it? Is it in? I do not believe so. I did not. Yes, it is. I apologize, not saying for sure. I did not see a signal. I kind of lost track of the puck. But that puck does, in fact, go into the net. Team Blue gets yet another response as they are down by 1. Glenn on the wing. Barista saving win. Rebound. Score! Another goal for Team Blue. They have tied the game at 5. Less than 10 seconds later, I believe. Yes. Less than 10 seconds later, and Team Blue has tied the Laces at 5. Now the scoring is starting to catch up a little bit more. Again, 5 goals for each team in a game like this, or just any hockey game, is pretty interesting on its own. But in these spring games, there's been a lot more than just 5 goals per team. As this puck is behind the corner, it's back and right to the net, saving by Windish, as this time he's going to hold on. Bit of a relief for him seeing the goals he just allowed just there. Not to say they were soft goals, but just the amount of goals in a short amount of time that passed by his equipment. Windish makes another save there. The puck is loose in the blue paint. Comes out. Kevin has the puck for Team Red, trying to get it off the boards and out of the zone. As Team Red really needs to escape and get some more offense. And now, I know momentum isn't everything, but it seems to be in favor of Team Blue. And speaking of which, here comes Glenn, makes a centering pass there for 16 as he couldn't get a shot away. That was Blake. As it goes right towards the net, goes behind the boards and out. And now it's Freeman. Freeman with the wrister goes high and wide. Back in from the point by Thomas. Less than 10 minutes to go in the game. We're tied at 5. This will be an icing call against Team Red. This face-off is possessed by Team Blue. Adams. Off the boards, it goes to Freeman. Freeman making a pass in front there for Adams as he couldn't get a shot on that. And now Team Red will go the other way. Here comes McCray. Ross is checked away by Adams. 34. And now it's Ethan DeLillo. He'll go past the line himself. He's really checked hard there by Adams. They seem to be smiling while doing so. I'm not sure if you can see their grins from here, but I assure you, they seem to be just having a little bit of a friendly battle. And now it's 34 with a lot of space to move there. Trying to get a shot. Couldn't get a shot there. And now it's fed back to the net. And Windish makes another stop. And it goes in! They score! It's Freeman. And Team Blue, for the first time tonight, have taken the lead. 6-5 Blue. Or not. I must apologize. Jeez, there's times where it looks like something's happening and it's not. It was not a goal. There was a delayed penalty, actually. It was against Team Blue because Team Red's about to get a penalty shot. I apologize. We're now tied at 5 as Team Red apparently is now going to get a chance to take the lead. Here we go. Penalty shot chance for Team Red. Save made by Team Blue's goaltender. That was Christopher Annunziata with the chance. Fed with a request there for a shot. They score! DeLillo! The score is 6-5, but it's actually in favor of Team Red as Team Blue's goal was waved off. 6-5 Red. Team Red will get a slap shot that goes wide of the left post. As now 12 off the boards of Team Blue's bench. And Willow, the recent goal scorer, now goes to Ethan Myrick. Myrick with the wrister goes off the glass and bounces back to him. Myrick with a big goal against Bethlehem Mary School District in the semifinal playoff game. As it goes to net, and a stop is made by Team Blue's goaltender off to Willow. He was right there. But Team Blue's goaltender's pad said, not today, DeLillo, as Connor Elmore gets it there for Myrick. He scores! He's got another one! Ethan Myrick! Nice game for the Sutherland freshman that will become a sophomore soon enough. Gardula. As this goes right back to the net. The score actually says it's 7-6. I don't believe I miscounted the amount of goals they were having unless this is a miscalculation. But then again, these big league games are just for fun, so it's okay if there's no mistakes like that. As Kevin tried to get right to the wing, or maybe it was more of a shot, and waiting in front of the goal was Radler, as now they'll try to get the puck back. He'll try to get the puck back, but he can't, as 34 makes a pass in front there for Glenn, and Cyrus Witness turns it away. Walking with the puck now, or I say not now, but was Thomas, as we get offside with 6:43 remaining in regulation. Myrick looking for the hat trick, trying to chase the puck towards the net with that Steel Ice Center jersey. As Tyler Adams on the right wing, if you haven't heard that name enough, he has the puck like the stick again as this goes right back towards the net of Witness, and he made the save. Rebound from the score! Team Blue scores yet again with 6:13 remaining in the game. And I'm not sure if I miscounted a goal amount earlier. It should be 8-7. Right now it's saying it's 7-6. Not sure if there's a little mistake there or not, but regardless, Team Blue once again has scored. Now it's saying it's 7-7 on the scoreboard. I'm not sure if I miscounted anything. I apologize for that little simple mistake, or if they made a mistake. But as of right now, we're tied at 7 with a little less than 6 minutes remaining in this game. Clock is running down right now. As 18 will have the puck at center ice. Trying to get past the line. Lost it there from Tyler Glenn. Glenn makes a nice deke, but he lost the puck. Lost possession of the rubber on the ice. Thomas for Tyler Adams. Moves on the left side on himself. Makes a feed towards the net as Witness made him run out of room. Trying to get a shot in there was Tyler Glenn. And the name Tyler is something you have probably quite commonly heard tonight. Tyler Glenn, Tyler Adams. Usually we hear Tyler Bertelson, number 12 for Team Red, but he's not here tonight. So that makes one less Tyler to be accountable for in this game. So a little less than 5 minutes to go. We're tied at 7. The next goal is going to be a big one. It's too late to say if we're going to be. It's too early to say if it's going to be tied after regulation. But I have seen a game after being tied after regulation. Spring League, they usually just do a 1 player per team shootout. But we'll see if that happens. McCray Ross. This puck goes past the blue line and towards the other side of the rink. Tyler Glenn all alone there for a shot. There was Blake. It was a golden opportunity, and he missed the net. He's going to be maybe frustrated, maybe not after this game from that. He had a glorious chance for Team Blue to take back the lead. Here's a shot, they score! Annunziata gives Team Red the lead, 8-7 with 4:08 to go in the game. Gardula. We'll keep our eyes on Team Blue's goaltender. It's probably kind of early to pull him right now, but we'll see if they do it. As now DeLillo missed the net. Great chance to potentially put the game away.
Adams off the stick of 4. Blake for Team Blue brought it to the zone. Windisch makes a left pad stop, and he's got it. Off this face-off, as Adams towards the boards, there was Blake, excuse me. As this puck still comes all the way back there for 34 with a wrister from long range. And Windisch saw it all the way, and he covers up. 3.5 minutes to go as Team Blue is trailing by 1. This puck comes all the way back there from the point for a wrister, and his glove down off the glove there of Windisch, and behind the net it goes to 34. Behind himself there for Blake. As 12 backhands it back to Blake, they'll play catch. They're trying to center in front there for 34 as it went off his body, but he couldn't maintain possession in time to the puck by the time it got to the corner. 3 minutes to go in the game. Team Blue is down by 1. It is 8-7. Team Red, 34 with a wrister back towards that. Save made by Windisch. Scramble there. He's down like a fish as the official calls play dead. The puck did not pass the line. 2:49 exactly to go in the game. Adams moves the puck to the corner, trying to get around a few defenders as he has the puck behind it, trying to wrap one around as it stays out. 2.5 to go in the game. Team Red brings it back on the other side there. Was solid. Saturday pass for Radler. Backhand save made. Blocker save made by Team Blue's goaltender. Good stop. 2:21 and counting to go. Glenn takes a wrist shot. Save Windisch as he's got the puck under his right arm. This puck goes to Glenn. With a backhand shot as it went off a skate and out of harm's way from Team Red's perspective. And now it's 34 on the wing. Firing a shot. Save made by Windisch. 12. Back there for 8. A shot goes wide of the post. Tipped back towards the goal by Glenn and gets it out of the zone. There was Team Red. And for Team Red, even though it was the right play to clear, it will cost them with an icing. 1:50 remaining on the clock. 8-7 Team Red. Team Blue is going to pull their goaltender now. So it will be 6-on-5. 12 will be the extra attacker. We'll see if Team Blue can come back. They've been trying to come back throughout this entire game. Almost seemed like they had the lead up 6-5, but their 6th goal was waved off for a penalty shot for Team Red. As Adams gets a shot from long range as it was blocked down along its way. 34 has it for Team Blue. Team Blue has plenty of time, but they got to be careful as they have no goalie in their net currently as of right now. As he with a shot towards the net, and a save is made by Windisch. That chance came from Thomas. They're going to go for the empty cage. It's knocked down. Good defensive stick made there for Team Blue. That came from Thomas. Gunnigan's going for the empty cage. Blocked away by Thomas. 1:13 to go in the game. Tyler Glenn escapes around one defender as 12 will hold on to the corner. Team Blue's trying to set up now. Last minute to play in regulation. Team Blue's down by 1. Adams is going to hold on. Stops, waits. Backhand shot goes wide of Windisch. This puck is still back to the corner there of Blake. 34. Will move back around the circle behind himself for Annunziata. 40 seconds left in the game. Save made by Windisch. Puck is loose. Comes in front, and they missed the net. 34 at an open cage. Another shot as Windisch got a piece of that too. What a glorious chance for Team Blue to tie the game. But this will be an icing against Team Red. Are you kidding? 34, but Craig Ross, I'm not sure you're able to hear. He just said, are you kidding me? 34 had a glorious chance. He had an open net. How in the world did he miss that? Oh my goodness. Holy shnikes. Speaking of 34, he's seeking redemption, but unfortunately for him, he loses the faceoff. Elmore off the boards. Red trying to escape. It's still into the zone, but no, it's not. It'll be an offside. The clock is still running. Now they'll stop it. It's at 12.7. It should have stopped a little bit earlier. It appears the official's going to talk to the clock manager, as they'll add at least a little bit more time on the clock to make that fair for Team Blue. For Team Red, I'm sure they don't mind that. As Adams is going to go past the line. 12 seconds left to go in the game. Adams with a shot. Save made by Windus. And he's got it under his glove. 7.6 remaining in the game. Man, some intense drama in a spring league game. We have not seen much of this. Usually they've just been blowouts and not a team leading by 3 goals by the last few minutes. A close game, something we haven't seen much in spring league hockey this year. 34 wins this faceoff. Locked out of the zone. Time is going to wind down unless Team Blue can get one last chance. They're trying to get a shot on that. And it goes wide. And Team Red is victorious. They hang on for an 8-7 victory over Team Blue to get another win on their resume. They're having a really good season as they get it done. I'm Nicholas Garofalo. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Nick's Hockey Broadcast. Team Red wins 8-7. Good night.